So this is a video on, it's called Nothing Ever Happens. So let me go through this. We'll start off with the Buddha, who sat under a tree and he came out laughing at the end. And so what did he discover? What did he do and discover that that was there? What did he see that was there? Well, he realized that what was there is what he's been looking at the entire time, and what he was looking for has been there the entire time. It's rather beautiful. So he closed his eyes and he went into a beautiful state of peace. And in this state of peace, there's just awareness, present awareness appearing. And this present awareness it's everything. So in this state of peace, there's just present awareness. And everything is this present awareness. And then what he did was he then opened his eyes. And the awareness was still there. He now saw the color clear as everything, appearing as everything, as trees and sky and all kinds of beautiful things. Then he realized that all of this is his center. His center is appearing as all of this, as out there. And he laughed. When everything is your center, and everything is a present awareness appearing as everything, then what needs to be done? What goal? You finish a goal and it's still going to be the present awareness appearing as everything. So then when that happens, you realize that anything that ever happened in your life, took place, is just the present awareness moving and appearing as all of those things. This is freedom. And this is where you realize that everything is then, it's simple love. It's just everything is an energy, one energy, patterning as everything. And we know this in life when we find ourselves falling for objects. Spend a week at Disney World, or spend a week at a fancy hotel, and you'll find that you want to just ground into something more simple, because all the objects, all the glimmer and the lights, they don't fill you, because they're seen so quickly that you can't identify the presence within them. And I call that top heavy. You become just so much icing. There's never any cake there. So it's about sensing that this cake is you, it's everything, and it appears as everything. But when you get stuck in the icing, and you're just up in the icing, you're upside down. So that's why those are fun places to visit, but only for a short while. I went to a hotel one time, and it was so fancy. It was down in Cancun, and every time I turned around, there was somebody bowing to me with a robe, white robes in the morning and black robes in the evening, and they would say, "Your wish is my wish." And we stayed there, and the sand was perfect, and the water was perfect blue, and the weather was the same temperature every single day, and the food was extravagant. And by the time we were there, a whole week, I wanted to go home and just have a cheeseburger and look at dirty green grass. I wanted to get back into my pure presence self, which is there, appearing as everything, but you can get off the mark and get lost in the objects. So let's talk about how not to get lost in the objects and to see through them, by showing you that in truth nothing ever happens. So let me prove to you how that works. So imagine you're sitting, well, instead of a beach, let's say you're just sitting here. You're sitting here with me in this, and you're looking at this beautiful just landscape of trees and this peaceful space right here. You sit here long enough, there won't be a you there. There won't be a mic or a story or anything. There'll be just presence. And in this place, everything that was done this morning just seems like a dream. It was long ago. Maybe driving over here or running to the store. It was all just a dream. But this is what's real. There's a presence here. And every time I come back here to this place, it's the same. It's always the same. It never changes. I come back here to this place and I sit. I sense a beautiful presence. And then if I go out and do all kinds of things and I come back here again and I sit, I feel a beautiful presence. So that never changes. You with me on this? That never changes. You can do this with the beach. Go back to the beach over and over and over again. And what is sensed there is the same presence and awareness. An experience of peace is always there. And that experience of peace never changes. That's your truth. That's who you are. So then you leave this place or you leave the beach and you go into town and you find a girl, you get married, you have children, you get a job, you lose a job, you gain friends, you lose friends, you get money, you lose money, you get a nice car, you smash it, you get another car, you get a motorcycle. You do all these things. And it seems like, oh yeah, you're getting a grip on life, you're trying to capture things, you're getting to someplace. And then you stop and you put all those things down, you go back to the beach, or you come back here, and what is here? The same presence that's never changed. Returning back to this, we'll call this home, back to this home that has been appearing as everything. And then you look back at all the things that took place a while ago, the cars, the money, the kids and everything, and you realize those all were just simply, it was just writing upon water. They were just paints on a canvas. They appeared, they took place, but you never could actually grip them the same way you can grip this. You could never really actually bite into them like you can bite into this. There's no reality in those. Those are just forms moving, forms of energy moving and dancing. The same way a cloud moves and dances. You can't go bite into a cloud. It looks like you can, but you can't. So now the key is you now leave here, and the next time you go out, you take this presence with you. And you now look at things differently. Perhaps the next time you go get on your bicycle, you stop and look at the bike and see it as an energy moving. You see it as your bike ride as presence appearing in front of you, forming and dissolving behind you so that you're actually never moving. You then just keep awareness there as something. With everything you touch it as awareness. So you then see the world as the sky sees the world. You hear the world as stillness would hear the world. You touch the world as emptiness would touch the world. And you think from the heart instead of the mind. And this is full living. This is what makes the Buddha laugh. And this would make you laugh too. And you look at it and go, then, what's the purpose? It's beautifully in its own chaotic, crazy, wild form, doing what it does. And you love. You love all of it. You love what's there. And you accept it. So this is why the Buddha laughed. And this was the message of Christ. He had the same message. This was his resurrection. It was his death on the cross was going into enlightenment and staying in enlightenment, saying it's only in one place. But in truth, his resurrection was the enlightenment of seeing everything as, whoa, let's go into town. This stuff is I can see this presence within, a beautiful gentleman smoking a cigar to a dog bowl on the side of the sidewalk. It's all there. And once that's seen, then you're what they call resurrected. I don't know what they call it, born again or something. But it's a beautiful peace. And in that peace, there's no you. There's just this appearing in its own beauty. And that's what makes everyone so amazing. So stop and return to nature. Return to your stillness. And live as who you truly are, as presence and awareness. And enjoy your name and the icing. But know that it's also deep presence. Thanks.